Alright, here we go. So I'm going to be playing some Mitsurugi Ryzeal. Now this is a 60 card version of the deck. It basically has everything in this deck. And I am not the best at playing it because I am still pretty new at playing this deck. But I still kind of know the combos. So I understand how to do them. And I'll show you where I make my misplay. But it does not affect what I'm going to show you that much. It basically hinders how crazy the combo goes just a little bit, but it doesn't matter. I'll show you. So we're gonna go the Mitsurugi right here. So we're gonna go ritual, and I learned this the hard way. When you tribute, you want to tribute the monsters off of the field. If you tribute the monsters from the hand, you don't get their search effect and they don't summon back onto the field. So I'm going to add the Mitsurugi to my hand. We're going to activate the mirror right here to tribute the boss monster to get Futsu. And this is what I was talking about with tributing from the field. So then that way they go onto the field just like that. Now the Murakumo is going to go back to the field. It's also going to search for prayers. Then right here you want to activate. So once this come back, just like this, you're going to want to activate prayers to tribute this monster right here so you can get its search effect. And then you can search for the trap. And then when you search for the trap, this will also allow you to summon back the Aramesa, and this card will come back. So any of these level 4s can come back onto the field. It doesn't matter which one. But I usually go Aramesa, and then you put it into defense or attack or whatever. Now you have a level 4, so when you summon out your Ryzeal, you can start making plays like that. But I'm not the best at doing that, so I didn't necessarily do it. That's the misplay. So I wanted to point that out right there. So we're going to go Divine Golden Shadow. Divine Golden Shadow is going to search for 7 Tachyons. This card is almost like the perfect card for what I'm doing, or for what this deck does. It's like the perfect card for a very good reason. So because of the way this works, it basically detaches both of these, which you need into the graveyard, by the way, to then go into, and most players don't even notice, to then go into this card right here. Now there's very specific instructions of what you need. Rank 8 dragon with 3000 attack. This card fits the criteria of all of that, so that's why we're able to go into it. A lot of players don't even do this. Why? I don't know. So we're then going to go 7 Tachyons right here. 7 Tachyons is going to search. In this case, you want to search for ice. Ice is the card. Then you would normal summon ice, and then you'd make your Ryzeal plays. X is the reason you don't want to search X is because X can't actually search. But I don't care about none of that because of the combo that I'm going for. So we're going to go Sword. Sword's going to search for Star, and then I'm going to go into Gallon Granite. Now, if I had a level 4 on the field, when I summon Star out, I'd be able to go into another Xyz, which is why I say I made a misplay earlier. So just know that. But it's okay, because then when I summon Star out, I'll be able to put Cross onto the field, make my Xyz, get the protection and all of that good stuff. Gallon Granite would still search for the monster that I need, and then I'd be able to basically end the board with not a detonator, possibly a detonator, because I'd be able to search 2 monsters that could special summon onto the field. But I'd be able to basically get a detonator on the field, possibly a dual drive plus the other monster that I'm about to search for right here. Usually you would want to search for Nibiru, but since I'm degenerate, I'm going to search for Fossil Dyna. So we're going to go Star. This is where we're going to just grab plug-in because you want to go Cross. But like I said, I'm not, bro, I'm still learning this shit. So I didn't understand this, you know. I'm going to go Fossil Dyna, and then we're just going to play it just like that. Now, Fossil Dyna basically means that neither player can special summon monsters, which means my opponent cannot special summon anything onto his side of the field. He can only normal summon. He can beat this by activating a infinite impermanence and then imperm discard, which also allow me to start special summoning. So every time he would special summon, I'd be able to special summon something off of this. I also can spell negate something, and then this card right here can tribute one of my reptiles to activate both effects. So I can tribute this, it'll also come back, which allow me to search for a Mitsurugi monster with this card, and I'd be able to also search for a Mitsurugi card with this card because it's tributed, and this comes back, and this card right here would summon a monster onto the field as well. This card right here would allow me to bring back my sword onto the field, which this is activatable as soon as this goes down. Once sword hits the field, it basically becomes a search, so I can search for ice, which will be follow up. That's if this card gets dealt with, and then if this card somehow gets popped or something happens to it, it ends up leaving the field, I can then Xyz on my opponent's turn. I can't actually use the first effect of it because I don't have an Ryzeal Xyz monster on the field. Now, if I had done the play optimally, then I would have one on the field, but I don't. So it is a-okay. Of course, Hope Harbinger is the spell negate, and then we have these two cards right here in the grave. When this one comes back, it basically is a wipe all of the monsters that your opponent has on the field, and then its other effect is that every time your opponent, or not every time, but once per turn when your opponent activates a card effect, they basically have to discard one card or that effect gets negated. So yeah, that's the once per turn effect with the Mirakumo Mitsurugi. Now there is one effect that I still have not gone over yet that is on the field that is nobody ever pays attention to, and that is the second effect of Hope Harbinger. So let's just play this out so you can see how it plays out. So he's gonna go Gadget Trio to search for ties that bind. He's going to enter the battle phase, and this is where I activate that second effect. He targeted Fossil Dyna, but the second effect of this card is when your opponent declares an attack, you can detach one material from this card, change the attack position to this card. So now he can't clear the Fossil Dyna, and he can't special summon. So what does he do? Just basically sets his back row and ends his turn. That's all he can do. Can't special summon, and he's already used up his normal summon, and he crashed and lost life points trying to do that. So now I just attack for game. Just that easy. Now, if I had done the plays with the Xyz, he would have had even less on the field, because if I did the Ryzeal plays and the Mitsurugi plays fully, so where I could have searched, start popping stuff too, and cleared out his back row on top of what I did, basically when he went to activate that effect of that first monster, I could have detonated that. If I had detonator on the field, I could have detonated that. Would have been a very bad day for him. He would have been pissed. But yeah, so more optimally, like there's even more savagery that could have actually went down. So yeah, hopefully y'all enjoyed this video. Oh, matter of fact, I forgot, let me show y'all the deck list, because everybody always asks for the deck list. Now yeah, here it is. So here's the deck list. You don't have to have all of this in there. You can take a lot of this stuff out. You don't have to have 3 of these. You can just run one. You can take this Ascension out. For those who like to run the 45 card decks, by the way. Also, you can take out the Futsu. Don't really need that. You can take out the pre-preparation of rights. Also take out the mirror, and then what else can you take out? There's some more stuff in here. Don't worry, I'll get it down for you. You can take out the plug-in, and you can take out the evenly match. You can also take out the plasma hole. you can take out the purification. And where's that other one? There's one more that gets it down to a standard 45 card deck. Oh yeah, the Fossil Dyna. So that's how most players run the deck, is just like this. But me, I like the broken shit. I like the annoying shit that makes it hard. I like the unbreakable aspect of it. The part of it that makes it to where if you can break the deck, you know, that's what I like. So I'll keep playing it how I got it. But yeah, hopefully y'all enjoyed this video, and I will catch y'all on the next one. Peace.